What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP, and this is your morning market wake-up call for Tuesday, September 1st, 2020. We've had some huge moves on the market. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where we're going to be starting today off at. Gold is pushing so close to $2,000 right now. It's up nicely at 1996.70. Silver is flirting with $29 currently at 28.94, giving us a ratio all the way down at 68.98. Platinum's made a nice move as well, currently at 962.43. Palladium also up very handsomely at 2347.78. In other metals markets, rhodium is steady still at 11,700. Copper is up 5 cents at $3.08. Sorry. Aluminum is up a penny at 80 cents, and uranium is steady at 30.75. Barrels of crude oil did drop yesterday, but we did see a little bit of a rebound there, currently at 43.13 a barrel. We had a mixed day on Wall Street yesterday. A lot of that was driven by the Apple and Tesla split that we saw yesterday. Got to take advantage of that on Tesla. We'll get into that in just a second. The Dow Jones was down 223 points, closing out the day at 28,430.05. The NASDAQ was up 79 points at 11,775.46, and the S&P 500 was down 7 points at 3,500.31. As I said, I did get to invest in a share of Tesla yesterday. If you guys read any of the articles or saw any of the articles, both TD Ameritrade and Robinhood were reporting outages. It was like trying to buy a coin from the U.S. Mint website. It was running very, very slow. Executing a trade took several minutes instead of just a few seconds like it normally does. Sold off 25 shares of Spirit Airlines and bought one share of Tesla at $457.50, and it's currently at $511. So did all right with that move. Spirit was down like almost $1 yesterday at the end of the day, so I feel like it did pretty good there. If you guys trade in Bitcoin, then you also had a very nice day as well. Those are up almost $400, currently at $11,906.01. And if you happen to be a fan of the Utah Goldback, those are currently exchanging at $327, but I do expect that to go up once that market opens. In today's video, we're reviewing an article that comes to us from Niels Christensen at Kitco News. This one is titled, Ohio Pension Fund Jumps into Gold Market with 5% Allocation. Growing uncertainty surging through global financial markets is helping to shine a spotlight on the gold market as more generalists, investors, and funds look for safe haven assets. According to media reports, the Ohio Police and Fire Pension Fund approved a 5% allocation into gold in a move to diversify its portfolio and hedge against the risk of inflation. The fund currently holds about $16 billion in assets under management. The gold recommendation was made by the fund's investment consultant Wilshire Associates. The Ohio Police and Fire Fund and Wilshire believe that the addition of gold will give the portfolio a strong diversifier to its growth-oriented investments as well as provide an effective hedge against inflation, said the fund in a statement. George Jarrow, the managing director of RBC Wealth Management, said that it was not surprising to see generalist funds move into gold as inflation threats continue to rise. Quote, more and more pensions are going to need to protect themselves against rising inflation and the falling value of currencies, he said. They are going to be looking very closely at gold. Last week in a speech from the annual Jackson Hole Central Bank Summit, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said the U.S. Central Bank will target an average inflation of 2% and emphasize broad and inclusive employment. Gero said that this is the latest example of how the central bank will use inflation to devalue the U.S. dollar. The Ohio Police and Fire Fund is the largest generalist fund to make headlines in the precious metals markets. More than 2 weeks ago, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway surprised gold investors after filings showed that it had bought nearly 21 million shares of Barrick Gold. And so there you have it. We're starting to see more and more people looking at jumping into precious metals, which we already knew about. We were ahead of the curve. We're on board already. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea for these pension funds to get into precious metals? I certainly do. I think it's a great way to protect, obviously, against inflation. But precious metals, sky's the limit, really. It's going to go up. It's going to continue to go up. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd be anxious to hear what you guys have to say on the topic. Guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you happen to appreciate old IndyXP, go ahead and do me a big favor and hit that thumbs up button for me right there. It helps me beat those YouTube algorithms. If you happen to be new to the independent experience and you want to keep up to date on when all the latest and greatest content is coming out, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can stay notified of when all the new content is coming out. Speaking of past content, the box is going to pop up right here. You can start catching up on the back catalog of my videos right there. Guys, I've been IndyXP from the Independent Experience, and I'm here again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.